Hey everybody, it is March 9th. Welcome to our weekly Team Perseverance team call. My name is Dave Atkins. I hope you enjoyed my Empire State of Mind music. I don't know if that's what threw all the background noise off of, but my name is Dave Atkins. I'm your leader of Team Perseverance here and your upline Star Diamond coach. And this is when we come together each week as our team of coaches to go over news, announcements, recognition, and a call topic for the week. So I'm really excited about this week's call, and I want to get started right away. First announcements. First and foremost, our challenge group, our current challenge group ends this weekend. It's over, actually. It's done. So the team captains that are on here, please close the groups down by tomorrow. I sent another call to action video. Did today. You saw me post it on the coach page after I did a workout today. The group is over. All right. So that group is over, and our next challenge group with that is starting on March 17th. So March 17th, a week from tomorrow, is our next challenge group. I posted, just so you guys know, I posted a doc and a message in our coaches page. And basically, if you have challengers, you're going to edit the doc. Please don't comment because it's very hard to follow with as many people as we have. You're going to go in the doc. You're going to edit it. All right. It's under the files tab at the top, or you can just go in the regular post I put there. Edit the doc. If it's just you as a coach that's going to be in a challenge group, put your name and then a 0. That's it. That means you're by yourself. If it's you and you have 3 challengers, it's your name and then number 3. So I know you as the coach have 3 challengers. And the way this is going to work, because I know Liz asked a question, and I know sometimes it can be confusing. Once I determine how many challenge groups there are, then I am going to designate team captains in each group, some of the team leaders on our team. And then what they will do is they will set up the challenge group. They will then put in and invite all of you coaches into the challenge group, and you will be responsible for then adding your challengers in. Your own customers, you, the coach, are responsible. We, as the captains or the team leaders, are only going to add in the coaches, and then the coaches are responsible for adding their people in. But the group will be set up. The welcome video of me welcoming everybody will be pinned to the top. The 10 Beachbody Challenge commitment doc that everybody reads in the beginning, I'm sure you all been there, will be already uploaded. So it's all there for you. You just need to add your people in, okay? And you will also get a message, from the captains of what you need to send your challengers so you know how to direct them to the challenge group and what they need to do to find it. That message, just so you know, is also under the files tab. It's an email message that we send to new challengers. It's there. If you want to look at our coach page, it's there. If it seems complicated, ask your sponsor and coach, or you can just post on our coach wall, okay? Next, 2 things coming up. First and foremost, April 12th is our next Super Saturday. Super Saturday for the newer coaches. Beachbody has quarterly events every year that are hosted throughout the whole country, and it's put on by coaches in that area, and it's the news and announcements and things to help propel your business forward for the upcoming quarter. The next Super Saturday is April 12th. I will be hosting one here in New York near my house again at the local Katona Library. We had about 40 or 50 people last time. I'll be hosting it again. If you're not from this area, they will start posting probably in the next 2 weeks in the back office, all the locations as coaches start reporting in that they're hosting events, and you will be able to find a location near you. So 110%, make sure you get yourself on a Super Saturday. And obviously, you know what's behind that, and the heels of that is Summit. Summit is our biggest coach event of the year. And it's what will change your business. I'm not going to get into that. I can just tell you it's an event you don't want to miss. I use Rosanna as an example that I hate to put Rosanna on the spot. Didn't have the money, didn't have daycare, had 1,000 things. I guarantee that her business is going to be in a total different place a month after she leaves Summit, because my first Summit to second, my income went up 700%, and my second Summit to now, our team is growing exponentially. It's a game changer, all right? And it's all a tax write-off, just so you guys know. So you need those tax write-offs. Okay, getting right into recognition. Team, this was the biggest week as a team in terms of volume for the team. So recognition is longer than it normally is, which I think is great. I'll sit here for an hour and recognize our team. But our team recognition was gigantic. So I'm going to go right down the list. I always start with coaches that brought in 100 team volume points or more for the week. So I'm going to get right into the list. At 100 team volume points or more, we have Kula Palungos at 180 team volume points. Tara Richmond, 180. Jenny Hall at 175. I think Jenny's on the call. Excellent work, Jenny. Dan Wish at 180. Jean Marie Cregan at 125. Christine Morano at 180. Maria Revelez at 180. We had Christopher Roy at 115. Amanda Landsman at 180. Deborah Erler at 157. Crystal Greenow at 180. Sharice Nolson at, she's above 100 club. Sorry, Sharice, you're in the next group. Melissa Xistris at 180. Robin Cohen at 180. Denise Brobson at 180. New coach crushing it. Love it. Gina Strako at 135. And Kimberly Robb, who hasn't been a coach for a freaking week, at 180 for last week. So awesome, Kim. I see you there in the picture. So congratulations in the 100 club. In the 200 club, we have, it's a long list. Bear with me. Brian Laupsher at 285. We had James Hajinski at 270. Danielle Wortman at 270. Nancy Marola at 210. We had Maria Peterson at 204. Congratulations, Maria. Timothy Christian, awesome Tim, at 285. Sharice Nolson, there you are, Sharice, at 270. Leanna Walker at 245. Congratulations in the 200 club. Guys, killing it. In the 300 club, we have Melissa Prasad at 305 team volume points. Good job, Melissa. Rosanna Bergio at 320 volume points. Rosanna and I spoke, I'd say like 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden, I'm like, Rosanna, you're killing it in the fix. You're killing it in the business. She has 10 challenges for this upcoming challenge group. We hit Success Club last month, and I think has already hit it this month. Yes, Rosanna? Did you hit it this month? Yes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So 320 for Rosanna. Looking on here. And I think that's it for the 300 club. In the 400 club, my wife, Kristen Atkins, at 450 volume points. Way to go, babe. Who else here? 400. I think that's it for 400. In the 500 club, we have Jennifer Holman, 585. Good job, Jen. Like the yellow shirt. Way to go. 500. Any more 500? You know what? Now I gotta put my glasses on so you all know. It's my glasses because now I'm squinting. I wear glasses. 500. I think that's it. Jen, you're alone in the 500 club with 585. In the 600 club, let's see here. In the 600 club, it just keeps going up. Is there anybody in 600? Nobody in 600. In 700. We have my sister-in-law. I don't know if she's on there. I'm looking. Do I see her? I can't go through. Michelle Della Sala had 790 team volume points.
I'm on, Dave. I'm on the call, not on the video. Sorry.
All right. Congrats, Michelle.
Woo!
790. She's on the call, not on the video. She doesn't want anybody to see her. And let's see. I think that's it for the 700 club. And I think, do we have? I don't want to jump to the winner yet with a ridiculous number, but hold on. Any 700, 800? No, I think we're going right into the leader of the team this week. I know she's on here somewhere. There you are, Shana. Freaking killing it. 1,220 team volume points. So congratulations, Shana. It's amazing. I don't know how many weeks you've won since you've been a coach, but that's just great work. And to keep you guys, myself accountable, I was at 1,525 for the week. But you guys, I lost the screen. Where did you go? There you are. You guys are doing amazing work. And what I'm going to do real quick and just pull it up is, I know I put it up late. And I got to thank Sharice for reminding me. Those that were able to get the document in for February Success Club. Just a shout out for those that hit Success Club in February. And I know it was more than this, and I have to do a better job. It's my fault of putting up a document if you hit Success Club. So maybe I should get a March one up as soon as we finish the call. But February, shout outs to Sharice Nolson at 7 points for Success Club. Denise Brobson at 6. She's hit it every month since she's been a coach. So has Sharice. Gina Straco at 5. Maria Peterson at 7. Myself on there at 14. Rosanna Bergio at 9 points. Shauna Carlucci at 22 points. 22 points and her volume. You wonder why it's so high. Jean Marie at 5. Jen Holman at 20. I know my wife was on there. I don't know how many points, but guys, amazing, amazing work. I'm going to get a March document up. So if you hit your 5 points for Success Club, get your name on there for a shout out, okay? So with that, I'm going to get right into the team call tonight, and it's really not a topic per se. It's really more of a Q&A of any questions about the business. I know there are 1,000 questions with the business, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my post. Some people had questions that posted it there, not a lot, and then I'm going to open it up. So if you have a question about anything, you're a new coach, you're a veteran coach, questions about anything with the business, where you're heading, what to expect, anything, this is the time to ask. So first and foremost, I'm going to go into my post and look up the questions that I originally saw, and then I'll open up to regular questions. Before that, are there any just generic regular questions about anything I said? Anybody raise your hand? I can unmute you. Anybody? No. Okay. All right. So, all right, there's like 17 comments here. So let me see. All right. Jen Holdman has the first question I see is, how do we repair relationships with customers who have had terrible experiences with the Beachbody customer service reps? Also, the frustration over 30 to 60-minute wait times to speak to a rep. Jen, I can tell you, I actually asked, I think Sharice saw me ask this in a diamond group that I'm in, if the reason for the wait times, and I always have the one answer I'm going to give you, but I want to inquire one step further. The reason for the wait times, if it was because of the 21-day fix, and it appears it is because of the backlog with the 21-day fix, and a lot of coaches are not using the live chat or they're not using the FAQ icon at the bottom of our back office, so they're boggling up the coach relations with the phone number. But this is the thing with repairing relationships. It's all how you talk to your customers and your posture, Jen. For me, when somebody says that, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but we've never had a program that's sold out on a trainer that's been brand new. You know, Sean T has his brand. Tony Horton has his brand. She's brand new, and they never expected, this exceeded expectations. They have a 4 to 8 week backlog of pre-orders, and so many people are calling for this program. This is the first time that's happened since the business network started in 2007, and I apologize. Like, I turn it in a way with anything, I turn it in a way to show what's really going on. The background is they're backlogged because of good things for us. Guys, to be honest, it's kind of a good thing. If everybody's able to get through and we have no problems, that means they're not struggling. And without struggle, as I always say, there is no progress, like Eric Thomas says. And this, I just say, you know what? I apologize, but we have such amazing growth and getting 25,000 new customers a week as we do as a company. It's backlogging them, and they're going to work it out. So it's all in your posture. If you're like, I know I was on hold for 45 minutes too. This is the worst thing ever. This company sucks. Like, it's just going to
I wasn't saying that.
All right. But you know what it is? You can't jump on the bandwagon, because I've seen posts and I've seen them snowball to like crazy negativity and in other groups, and then whoever it is that take the post down. It's, you know, so just I know you would never say that. I'm just joking, but it's all about, you know, apologizing and be honest. And this is what we're dealing with right now, because this 21-day fix is I've never seen anything like it. T25 got back ordered. And at Summit, they ran out of them, and they overnighted like another couple thousand packages. I remember that, and that was the first time. And I remember the line to get T25 at Summit was crazy, and it says a lot about where this company's heading. I get excited about it, but that's what I would say with that. So, to answer your question, yes? All right. Let's see. I thought there was another one on here about, my boyfriend and I are both going to be coaching. This is Jenny Hall. Is there any couples coaching advice that you can give? I think you two are the ones that were sitting on here together, right? There you guys, right? In the dead center. So I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. I'm going to unmute you. Jenny, are you guys, did one of you guys sponsor each other, or are you both sponsored by the same person?
I sponsored him.
You sponsored him.
I'm in charge.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's in charge.
My recommendation is this, okay? First is that you want to get to Emerald as fast as possible. So you have him, you're halfway there. And this is a little tip that some of you guys may want to write down. Once you get to Emerald, Jenny, you then can make the team cycle bonus, which means you make money off of all the coaches in your downline, and it doesn't just have to be him. It can be anybody that's also placed under you by your upline like us. So once you get to Emerald and he's there, if you ever buy anything, or you ever want to order anything, or as long as you are quote-unquote active where you meet that 50 personal volume points, any other orders, if you have people go through him, or if you want to buy an extra thing of Shakeology or Recovery, buy it through him, because that's going to give you volume in one of your legs, and you can cycle off of your own purchases because you will still get the discount because you're on his account as a coach. You'll get 25% off. But not only will you get the discount, you will have that purchase in your left or right leg, whatever leg he's in, to help you cycle more, to cycle. That's one little tip that I used to do with my wife, Kristen, for a long time, sometimes just to keep her active because she wasn't working the business in the beginning. I would buy stuff through her to keep her active, and I would get the volume points in my leg and it'd help me cycle. And as an Emerald coach, you make $14 for every cycle. Now, the other side of that, with the business itself, just make sure that you guys live together or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to say like guys do with my wife and I is you have to have scheduled time that you both mutually understand when you work in the business, because if he's working the business and you're done for the day and he's on his phone or on the computer and you want to talk to him, and then or vice versa, you're going to get up snipping each other. I can vouch for it. So you really want to, like, as partners, you want to sit down at the beginning of the week and figure out your schedule for the whole week, meaning like this is our times that we go to work. This is the obligations we have with family. These are whatever. We have a birthday party to go to, whatever it is. And then whatever time's left over, go, all right, from 8 to 9 o'clock at tomorrow night, we're both going to work Beach Body together, or you're going to work at 8 to 9, I'm going to work at 9 to 10, whatever it is, so that when the time comes, you can focus and you're not going to get your significant other, your boyfriend or girlfriend in this case, saying, hey, while you're working, let's watch this TV together. You just have to be on the same page. That's my biggest advice, because if you're not, it's going to happen where at times one or the other is going to want attention or need to talk to you about something important, and the other one's going to want to answer somebody's message because, oh my God, if I don't answer this person right now, they're not going to buy the challenge pack, which is not going to happen. They can wait an hour. Take care of your boyfriend, girlfriend, and just make sure you're on the same page. That's my best advice for partners. Make sense?
Thank you. Yes. Do what I say.
No fighting. No fighting.
Nope.
I am looking to see if there's any other questions, and then I'm going to open it up. Brian Laupsher, your tips on overcoming objections or how to deal with the lack of responses is always a good topic. This is how I am when it comes to lack of responses. If I have somebody that either inquired about a challenge group, maybe liked or commented on my post about a challenge group, or I was already messaging them and I got them up to one of the steps in the 5-step invite process, then I will keep them in my list of people to follow up with, and I will be relentless and follow up at least once a month every time we find a new challenge group, and follow up with them and just say, hey, we're forming our next group. I know last month you were interested, and I just want to touch base again. And if they don't answer, I'll do it again. If they don't answer, I'll do it again. Those people, I will follow up even if they don't answer, because at one point or another, they were interested and we had some conversation going on, and eventually they may come around. I always say it. Rosanna Berger, who's on this call, it was like a freaking year. I had to follow up with her, but she came around and now she's killing the business. So don't ever not follow up with somebody and give up. Keep them on your list of prospects. And believe me, you're not bothering somebody if you're following up once a month every time we have a new challenge group to touch base. People will come around. I have a new challenger now that I've been talking to for probably like 2 years. He's talking. So it's got to follow up. In terms of overcoming objections, again, guys, it comes into your posture. If somebody says, I think Shakeology is too expensive, the one thing I then do is I confront them and say it's about $4 a day as a full meal replacement. This is a good one. You probably all should know this. I always say it's $4 a day as a full meal replacement. You can't go to a deli, a pizza joint. You can't get a number one supersize at McDonald's for $4 a day, and that's garbage for your body. People will spend $5 at Starbucks without thinking twice, but $4 a day for a full meal replacement that has over 70 vitamins and minerals, that's packed with superfoods, and is a powerful weight loss accelerator. For me, it's a bargain, and I'm stand strong in that, and I believe in it because I know what it does for me. It does for my wife. Some of my kids drink it. I've seen the success stories. And, when people are testing you, and if you have that posture, it'll work out. That's what I do for Shakeology when it comes to price objection. If people, excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. If people are trying to compare this to something else, I drink this other superfood drink, and what do you know about this? I always say, quote unquote, and many of you heard me say this, quote unquote, write this down. I don't know about that. All I know is, and then give a testimonial. So somebody says, oh, I know of another superfood drink that's, supposedly just as good as Shakeology. It's called XYZ. And I'll say, I don't know about that. All I know is that Shakeology has helped over 100 people in our challenge groups this past month lose for anywhere from 3 pounds to 15 pounds in a month. Well, this XYZ drink, though, it's rated. It was in Men's Health magazine. It's got to be one of the best. I don't know about that. All I know is Shakeology is a powerful weight loss accelerator, and my friend Joe just lost 6 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, but it's also in Women's Health. I don't know about that. All I know is. The point I'm trying to make is, if you say that, you will always end up in the end overcoming any objection. Do not get into trying to figure out and Googling what other drinks are and comparing it. Don't get into any verbal arguments back and forth about it. Even if it's something even myself, if somebody's like, oh, Weight Watchers, and Weight Watchers sounds better than doing a challenge group. Yeah, I've heard of Weight Watchers. I don't know about that. All I know is we help about 100 people a month. And here are some of the success stories, and give them some testimonials. Guys, one thing I always say is facts tell, stories sell. And what I mean by that is testimonials sell people. People seeing real life results sell people. Facts, giving people it has, all these, if you're giving specific ingredients in Shakeology, whatever it is, T25 has 12 workouts, and this one's for your core and this one's for your back, people, blah, blah, blah. They don't care. But if you tell them a testimonial, it goes a long way. Facts tell, stories sell. Remember that. People aren't going to read tons of information. So that's my answer on that. Brian. Is Brian here? I don't even know if he's popped on. I know he was having plumbing issues. So that's my answer on that.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Dialed on. He's here. All right. So with that, I think that's it for people that posted. Who has other questions? And please, I know there's questions, because as soon as we finish, people will be like, oh, I have a question. Anybody raise their hand? Come on. Otherwise, I'll start calling people out. Come on. Everybody's experts.
Hey, Dave, can I ask you to kind of elaborate some more?
Yeah,
on just what you were talking about. I've been getting a bunch of, oh, well, I already eat healthy, so I don't really need Shakeology. Or I'm just trying to stay fit. I don't really need, a supplement or anything like that.
If somebody gives me an objection like that, I let them go and I follow up the next month. And I'll simply say, how are you making out with your routine? Did you lose because by then, normally you have their why, because it's step 2.
Right.
You lose your 8 pounds that you said you were going to lose. and I touch base. Oh, we're starting our next challenge group. I've had people. I mean, if somebody's going to say, "Oh, I eat healthy," and you're not going to get about, "Oh, but you need Shakeology," you're going to push them off, So I just will follow up, Brian, the next month. I've had people that said that. I'm doing something else. Kim Robb, who's a coach on here, was doing JNL Fusion workouts, and that was great. She was getting better. She was getting in better shape. I'm not going to sit there and argue. They're good workouts. I just simply followed up with her, and now she came around and did T25, and she posted yesterday on her wall, and she had like 22 comments and all these likes, and it was just simply letting that objection. She can't argue with that, Brian. I'm going to be honest. Somebody's adamant they eat healthy, within the next month, ask them if they achieved their goals that they told you about, and if they're saying they're okay, then follow up the next month and just keep following up. That's all I can say at that, and move on, and don't spend too much time. Just gotta move on. Work with the willing. Make sense? I lost him. He hung up. He didn't like the answer.
Now, trying to just keep the mute going. Yes, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Come on, there's new coaches on here. I see Kristen, I see Rhonda, I see Kim, I see Jenny and Richard, I see Gina.
Hey, Dave, Harry.
Oh,
Who's
I
that?
have a question too. Yeah.
Raise your hand because I have all these faces on the screen. All right, hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kim.
Quick question. If the challenge group for March 17th is closed, when are you thinking for your April one? If you get people interested by like late March.
It's April 14th. It's probably going to be April 14th.
Okay.
But just so you know, Kim, we don't if months ago we as a team would have one group with just the coaches. Our team's grown so much. I think this past month we had 5. I think we've had upwards of 7 before. We don't close the group because of too many people. We have to close the group because we don't want people for March 17th to order their products on Friday the 14th, and they get it a week later, and now they're a week behind. So we just hit the deadline. And I know on your post it was 2 people, and I think I mentioned to you that's really to create a star. There's tools. We have I could pick 2 people. If you have 10 people, that's great. Rosanna has 10 people. So, but we're cutting the deadline Tuesday at midnight, so people have to get their orders in, and that's why we do that, because we really want everybody to get the full group at 30 days and not be starting like a week late. Because
Okay, so you still have, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So we still have like basically tomorrow to work the ones that were kind of on the cusp.
And Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday at midnight. And I know, and Kim, let me know if you need to copy and paste messages to me, whatever you need. Whatever you need. Just definitely, like I said, fortunes in the follow-up. You had a lot of good people. Success Club for Kim, her first month. I feel it. Who else? Did I answer your question, Kim?
It did.
All
Thanks.
right. You're welcome. Who else had a question? I know some other. Can you raise your hand so I can see where you are? Who had a question?
Dave, can you hear me?
Yes. Who's that?
It's Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. Carrie, you
Oh, yeah.
made it.
I'm on my husband's phone. I have a question. I have someone who is really into the gym. How do I switch him to doing T25? He really enjoys going to the gym. He likes to spend a couple hours. How do I get him to switch?
Again, that may be somebody. What was his answer when you told him about T25?
He was like, wow, that's really good, but I really like to work out with the weights. He's not too much of a muscle man, but, I would say he's kind of built. So, but he would like to do a little more cardio, and I said, you should try the T25. Like, the Gamma is really good. It's a lot of cardio. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'll miss my weights. I really want my weights. So I just kind of, like I said, I kind of left him alone. But when you say go back every month, should they go back?
Okay, if he showed a little bit of interest in T25 right off the bat, I would send him our Team Perseverance Challenge Group video that I made with those testimonials and success stories to let them see the success of our challenge groups. That I start with that. So at least get him to view that. Then you didn't get him now. In a couple of weeks, I would just say we're forming our April 14th challenge group. I know you mentioned before. I'd love to have you for April 14th. Giving it a shot for 30 days. If he doesn't answer in April, then I do it again in May. But if somebody right away, like when you're at this point, all you can do is follow up, but you don't want to drive the guy away. Like, no, like he already told you, I'm going to do the gym. And then tomorrow, all right, you can do T25. And then he doesn't answer you. Oh, come on. The group starts in 3 days. I just like my thing for me that works for me is I follow up every month. If I've had somebody that has even an inkling of interest, I have people that in my prospect list that are over a year old that I still follow up with them. I may be driving them crazy. I don't know. But I've had people that came around over a year, and if they show a little bit of interest at some point, they'll come around. If he said he kind of thinks that'd be a good program, my recommendation is at least let him see that video and follow up with him in a month.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Excuse me.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Brian again. What about the videos for, if he's kind of focused on the workout and the weights, what about either P90X or P90X3 or even Body Beast, showing those videos?
Well, the reason I said our challenge group videos, because if he's a gym guy and it's T25, I don't think he's realizing what we have to offer as a team. To be honest, I think what's bringing people success is the support groups, is the challenge groups. And if you're just hitting them with a program, then you're just hitting them with information. The facts tell stories tell comes in, and it's about showing people, letting him see all the people saying the Team Perseverance Challenge Group did this for me, the Team Perseverance Challenge Group did that for me, the Team Perseverance, and then let him see, wow, that seems pretty cool. I want to be part of a challenge group. Then Kerry can get into the program that would suit him best. I think just hitting him with programs, I think our big thing is our challenge groups. I used to work with people one-on-one or do challenge groups by myself, and it doesn't have the same energy and excitement that we do as a team. And I think that's what you got to use that video for right up front. That's my feeling on that. All right, Brian didn't like the answer again.
Yes, it's fine. Sounds great.
The call people, it's weird. You just appear and have a dial tone. You're also pretty, green and white. Who else? Questions? Anything? Your list, time management, what Success Club is, the Success Club trips, making money.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Maria.
All right, go ahead, Rosanna.
Okay. So I get people, in the challenge groups, and right off the bat, they're saying to me, oh, I see that Shakeology is going to be home direct. How do I cancel that? What if I don't want the shakes? And I said, well, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. And I gave them reasons here and there. And they said, okay, but they're going to bring it up to me again in a couple of weeks. How do I convince them to change their mind that you really shouldn't quit because it's really good for you?
Rosanna, I can tell you this. I've had people do that, and my answer always is, see how it goes in the next 2 to 3 weeks in the challenge group, because it's been a game changer for everybody, and we'll talk again before your next shipment. And 98% of the time, once they start drinking it, actually I would say for me, 99% of the time, once people start drinking it and 2 to 3 weeks in the challenge group, those same people are like, I'm running out. When's my next shipment coming? So it's very hard to fight somebody that hasn't at least given it a shot. So I wouldn't get into it with them right now. I would say part of the challenge group to create a level playing field, and for us as coaches to not set you up for failure, because we found that those that drink Shakeology every day having the best success. Let's see how you're doing in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll discuss it, and then we'll discuss before your next shipment comes, and just leave it. You can't fight with somebody that doesn't know what they, it's like, I don't think this T25 is, I don't do at-home workouts. I don't do at-home workouts. I was one of those guys. I go to the gym. I lift weights, blah, 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 blah. I did all that, and I didn't realize I had, man boobs and weighed 25 pounds more.
Exactly. Thank you.
My wife can admit, I did. I was like, I'm rocking it, P90X, and I thought my first picture was good. Are you freaking kidding me? So you don't know, and now I'm there, and I'm like, why would I go back to the gym? Just spin my legs on the lifting machine and read my team? Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Thank you.
That's my answer. All right. Go ahead, Shana.
Dave, we have a lot of new people on this call tonight. Can you explain what Success Club points are?
Success Club points is the bomb. Okay, so Success Club points is this. I'm trying to think which way to take. All right, so Success Club, there's Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. It's basically 5 points or 10 points. You get points based on, you get 2 ways you get points. The first way is for every person you get on Shakeology Home Direct, which is the auto ship, you get 1 point. And for every challenge pack that you sell, you get 2 points. Now, I'm going to just mark down here how I'm going to give you guys a quick little tip on how I get people on Shakeology Home Direct. Shannon, remind me once I finish answering the question. So Success Club is this. If you hit Success Club every month, and if you hit it 9 out of 12 months, Beachbody gives you a free vacation trip paid for with all expenses paid. So last year, my wife, Kristen, and I, and our girls, we went for an all-expense-paid trip to Disney World. We spent 4 nights at the beach club. It was awesome. This year, I've qualified to go on the cruise. Beachbody, in a week, charted out a whole cruise ship for 2014. I think it's Royal Caribbean, but they named it SS Beachbody for coaches that hit Success Club the 9 out of 12 months in 2013. So basically, if you hit Success Club every single month, you get awarded trips. So that's an award right there within itself. I unfortunately can't go because Kristen can't get off from work. That's fine, but you get awarded free trips. Now, I think which is the greatest thing, excuse me, I'm sorry, is if you are an Emerald Coach or higher and you hit Success Club, an Emerald Coach means you sponsor 2 people. That's it, 2 people. One could be your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, like Jenny, they sponsor each other. If you're an Emerald Coach and you hit Success Club, so say in March you hit Success Club and you get 5 points. In April, any customers that just go on teambeachbody.com and buy Shakeology that don't have a coach, just somebody says they hear about it from a friend, they seen it on the internet, they buy Shakeology, those customers get assigned to coaches that hit Success Club the month prior. So you get the commission from that, and you get them assigned as a customer. If they're on Home Direct, which sometimes they are, you're getting $30 commission every single month because that customer was given to you because you hit Success Club the month prior. Some months I literally got upwards of 5 Shakeology customers, but every month at minimum you will get 1. And they're given to you, and now those are customers assigned to you. Now this is the greatest thing. I can tell you right now, and if you think about this, for you to hit Success Club, you either are getting somebody on Shakeology Home Direct, which means the next month they're getting it again, so you'll get the residual income. You help them, you get them on Shakeology one time, but you get the residual income each time, $30. And if you have somebody get a challenge pack, it also puts them on Shakeology Home Direct. So if you're getting 5 points, at minimum you sold 2 challenge packs, which is 4 points, and 1 Shakeology Home Direct, which is 5 at minimum. So the next month, you're going to have your 3 customers at minimum, residual income, get their Shakeology orders. So that's $90. And you're going to be given at least 1 customer at $30. So that's $120. Well, the next month, you get that $120. But if you hit Success Club again, the 3rd month, you're going to get the people from the 1st month, which is the $120. You're going to get another at least $90 from your new people from the 2nd month. So now you're over $200, and you're going to get more Success Club leads given to you. When you do that month after month after month, your income will skyrocket. When I hit Success Club I started hitting it. My income went up 700%. After I left Summit, I said, Success Club is the place to be. Beside the trips, that's a place to be. This month, I secured Success Club. It's my 29th month in a row, and my income directly reflects hitting Success Club. It's not hard. It's 5 months. It should be the minimum goal for everybody every month is hitting Success Club. All right? So that's what it is. It's 5 points. And Success Club 10, they used to, when we weren't as big as a company, about a year and a half ago, if you hit Success Club 10, they guarantee like at least 3 Shakeology customers given to you the following month. But now so many coaches are hitting it, it's really just a matter of you're only going to get the minimum 1, but you will just build your business that much faster. Because if you hit 10 points, that means you sold like 4 challenge packs or 5 challenge packs. You can have that many more people on Home Direct. guys, another added bonus is if you hit Success Club 12 months in a row, besides being a Success Club All-Star and getting recognition at Summit and things, if you go on the trip, they give you spending money. So because I hit it 12 months in a row, we went to Disney and I got like $500 in spending money given to me by Beachbody for hitting Success Club every month, on top of giving the customers. So they help you succeed by hitting Success Club. It's a goal that you should want to hit every month. And I can tell you that if you're hitting it every month, that means you're getting people in challenge groups. And if you're getting people in challenge groups, it means you're going to end up sponsoring coaches. And if you're sponsoring coaches, it means you're going to move up in rank. And as you move up in rank, you make more money. It's not a hard process. We do a challenge group a month. We help people get success. We connect them to be part of our team. And you just repeat it every month. That's it. And Success Club is where it's at. So that's the answer to Success Club. Did I answer that, Shauna? Yes. Oh, and to get them on Home Direct. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I have a lot of good information. I always tell people, first and foremost, when you go on Home Direct, you get super saving shipping. It's $2. It used to be free, but it's $2 when you get them on Home Direct. Beachbody, you save about $12 a month by being on Home Direct. So I tell people this. First and foremost, you're going to save about $12 a month by being on Home Direct. Second, you can cancel it at any time. Anytime you can cancel and get a full refund. Anytime you can cancel and you won't get penalized. And third is Shakeology, and it's the only supplement I know out there that has the bottom of the bag guarantee. And what that means is that they can drink the entire month's bag. It can be empty, and they can say, you know what? I didn't like it. And they can call Team Beachbody, and they'll give them a full refund. So it has the bottom of the bag guarantee. So I tell people, you're saving money, you can cancel without a penalty, and you get the bottom of the bag guarantee. There's no reason not to go on Home Direct. You're basically, it's going to cost you money. And you can, and I would say my success rate at this point is 100%. I don't know the last time I've ever had somebody say, no, I'm going to order it one time. I always tell them, you're foolish, you're paying more money, we can cancel. And then once they're on it, usually they're hooked. So, and you want the Success Club point, and it's all about the Home Directs. One-time orders. And for those of you that are Emerald Hidden Success Club, if you get a Shakeology lead given to you that didn't go on Home Direct, fantastic, because that means they already are drinking it. They already are over the objection of, can I afford it or not? You can go get them to get on Home Direct for their second month, and you'll get 1 point. So those leads that you get that aren't on Home Direct, I look at as even an added bonus, because then I can get them on Home Direct and get the point. That's what Success Club is. Make sense to everybody? Jen, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yep.
How do you let people know, and we're always promoting the challenge groups, but I've had 2 friends recently that it's come up in conversation that they ended up buying T25 on Amazon because they didn't realize they could just buy the program from me, because all my posts, I have the fitness posts, the motivation posts, but I have mostly, come join my challenge group. So they both were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We didn't realize that we could buy just the program from you. I don't want to say I don't want to post about just buying the program, because I really do want to get people in the challenge group.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does make sense. I guess every situation is different, but I will not, if somebody gets the program elsewhere, even if they get it off Craigslist, even if they're fighting me and they borrowed it from a neighbor, if they have everything, but at minimum, I will require them to get Shakeology from me to put them in the group. And the reason being is, and I let this go, is because there's coaches, probably some on this call, and I've had coaches that have done real well that didn't know. And if you get, if you're like, nope, you can't come in the group, you didn't get the program in Shakeology from me, then you never know that you may have a diamond in the rough. You may have somebody that can end up being a great coach. There's coaches here that happened to. I know early on when Charisse was a coach, it was happening to her a lot. Right, Charisse? So, Jen, the only way is that it's just you got to be right on top of the 5 steps and in communication. Like when I have somebody that's hot, that's commenting or liking on a challenge group post, I don't let that person wait, 24 hours before I follow up with them, because I'm afraid to lose them. Those are the ones they're very interested in. I got to stay in touch with them, but don't let it get to you or bother you if they buy the program from Amazon or something. But if they bought the Shakeology from eBay and then something else from Amazon, then I'll be honest, I don't let them in the group at that point. I'll say, I'm sorry. It's just, we have to create a level playing field. The group is free. The coaches run these for free. We have great success. All we ask is for our people to put some skin in the game and to get the products through the coach. And that's it. And I've probably had that a handful of times. I've had to tell people no. And you know what? Because at the end of the day, we have to treat it like a business. And if we let those people in, they'll be the ones that will want to get it from eBay and buy it from Craigslist forever. And it'll be nothing but drive you crazy.
Right. But the one part is that what about, how do you let people, like those two people, all they wanted was the T25. They didn't want to be in the challenge group. So they weren't commenting or liking my posts because they weren't really interested in it. They thought if they liked it, I had reached out to them and they were like, no, we don't want to be in the challenge group.
Okay.
They should have just told you.
What?
They probably just should have talked to you about it. That was miscommunication on their part.
I wish I know. And I told them, like, guys, I was like, you could have got it through me still. And they're like, oh, we thought we had to do the whole challenge group thing then. I was like, no.
Yeah. So, that was them. They should have just said, oh, Jen, we don't want to do the group, but can we still get it through you? Like, they should have just asked you.
You're right.
You're
I always tell people that you don't have to be in the challenge group if you don't want to, but I would still be your coach. So if who is that holding up? I always tell them that if I would still be their coach. So if they have any problems with anything like shipping or any future products, that I would still be there for them, even though they're not in challenge groups.
Okay, great. I did send both of them a follow-up email after they told me they bought it from Amazon. I said, listen, guys, if you need anything else in the future, please come to me. I could be your coach and I could help you out without you being in the challenge group if that's not something you're interested in.
Good.
But it's really good.
But then, and in the meantime, Jen, in the meantime, once they start T25 and everything, just keep in touch with them and check in with them. Be like, how you doing? How do you like it? Because they may want to buy something from you in the future.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Just check in with them and help them. You're not your coach, but help them because you're their friend.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, Jen, on the heels of what Kristen said, I agree. But 80% of your time in this business should be go into your challengers. Yeah. Because I always follow up. I always follow up with the people I'm working with one-on-one. I always do. Kristen's absolutely right because they may come around as challengers, but I don't stress over it. Right now, I have like I'm probably pushing 900 customers assigned to me. I don't have time to be reaching out to so many people that want to work out one-on-one. And if they're not going to go through the challenge group, then I let them be. Because I know at the end of the day, how we're building our team and our business is through the challenge groups. And this is there's much more successful people. So that's where my focus is. And focus on helping you coaches duplicate and do the same thing. We're all going to have those stragglers out there. I keep them in my app that I use, and I just follow up with them and touch base. I mean, I just followed up with the guy, Justin, the other day because he got hurt. He was doing it by himself for months, P90X3 since it came out. Just how you doing? Because I'm hoping maybe one day he may come around as a challenge group. But anything more than once a month, touching base, I don't have time. I just don't. Anybody else? Any questions on anything?
Maria.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Go ahead, Maria. Hold on, I gotta unmute you. Start over, I'm sorry.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Concerning leads, I get a lot of leads, but I have a real hard time with them answering, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Did you get your program? I'm your free Beachbody coach, and I'm here to help you with it. Is there some other hook, some other way, some other approach I could use? Because a lot of the leads are just not responding.
I approach leads this way, Maria. Whenever I get a lead, I hit them up in 3 ways. I email them, and I was just talking to Denise about this. My email is very short. I've tried many different things. I made a YouTube video trying to introduce myself. I tried to watch how many videos didn't go anywhere. I will email them first. Hey, hey, whatever. Hey, Maria, how are you? I just want to introduce myself. I'm your Team Beachbody coach. My name is Dave Atkins. Did you get your program yet? Hope we can connect soon. That's it. And then I will, right after I send that, a lot of the leads now, there's phone numbers. And then I text them like the same message because everybody texting these days. I've had a lot of success with text. I think Shad has had success with text. I've had success with text. The third way is when I get their email address, if on your phone or your app and Facebook app, I don't know if any of you guys know, if you search for somebody by their email address, if that is the email address they use for Facebook, they should come up and I'll send them a friend request. Now, this is important though. I will make sure that if they don't answer the friend request within a week, I will cancel it because we probably don't have any mutual friends in common. And Facebook gets very hinky about if you have open friend requests and people you don't know. They don't want it to be a spam. But I try 3 ways to get in touch with them. After I go through those 3 ways, whether I'm successful or not, I'll probably follow up with them 1 more time, maybe 2. If they still don't answer, I let it go. But I do send out, and some of you have gotten it because it sends it out to even my coaches. It's weird. I can't control it. I send e-cards out through your back office, or I'll send out a quick email to all my customers about a challenge group. So they are still getting stuff from me. Some coaches do monthly newsletters. It's something to think about because they may be getting it. But I would not stress over trying to follow up with them 8 times in a month. You just don't have the time. I mean, 2 to 3 times tops. If you ever think of doing a monthly newsletter, you can send from your back office out to everybody. But in the beginning, I try email, text, Facebook. It's three times. And I always jot it down. Emailed them, sent them a Facebook friend request, and sent them a text so I can go back and see where I left off. Otherwise, and keep it short in the email and message. But if you don't hear back from the end, I have customers that are buying stuff from me every month, and they still don't answer me, and so be it.
Okay. So I've had customers for months and months. I think a couple of them once have said, hey, I'm okay. I'll start my product next week. But, sometimes it's real hard to touch base with them after that.
Right.
I feel like I'm letting them down, but they really aren't contacting me back.
Right.
I was experiencing with the e-cards, like you said.
Yeah.
And if I do check multiple people to send out the e-card, how do they see it? I mean, do they see that I send it to multiple people? I don't want that to happen.
No, because when you send an e-card out, Maria, it goes out through blind copy.
Oh, okay.
It sends a blind copy, so they don't. It automatically, if you notice when you set it up, you'll see it all imports the addresses under a BCC.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay.
It's a blind copy.
Yep.
But form them. And what I mean by form, for those of you that are new on the call, and that's some of the training we do in the Coach Basics. Form stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message. So in the message, I may just ask them what program they're doing, where they're from, are they married, they have kids, their family, and then I may get into what they do. Like I build a relationship. I don't rush into a challenge group right away. I don't want them to think we're trying to sell them. Sometimes if I am in contact, I'll let people do. I have a guy right now and his wife, Joey Fiegler's his name, and his wife, a lead. We've been texting weekly and messaging weekly how he's doing. I just asked about the challenge group recently, but he's already like halfway through beta. I didn't rush into it, and I got the price objection with Shakeology, and I'm going to continue to follow up. And but the point being is, I formed him. I know he's married. I know he lives out west. I know they have a dog. I know they were talking about having kids. I know what he does for a living, and now I feel when I reach out to him how he's doing, I built that relationship. So my recommendation to you is then don't get so caught up about asking what the program is. Just start forming them in the relationship.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got on.
Go ahead, Rosanna.
All right, regarding the forming thing with emails and your leads, either they think you're psycho or nosy, asking them, are you married? Do you do it for a living? How often do you ask those questions? I don't remember when you asked me at the bank, it just came, but how do you
didn't answer me.
Okay, well, that go. Huh?
You didn't answer me ever.
No, at the bank we talked a lot.
Right.
You did ask about my family, what I do for a living, but how do you get that conversation going with leads? They don't even know you.
I always start, Rosanna, where are you from? And right now, the weather sucks in New York. Where are you from? Oh, I have a guy right now. His name is Scott Hood. He's from, the Southwest. It's beautiful. He busts my chops through Facebook messages about how beautiful it is. He sends me pictures out of his office. From there, joking about the weather, I'm like, basically, where are you from? I'm from the Southwest. Oh, how's the weather down there? Because up here in New York, we just got snow again. You must be so warm. And yeah, here's a picture out of my office. Oh, really? What do you do for a living? Where do you work? And then I saw your Facebook profile photo that you have he has 3 girls too. I'm like, oh my God bless you and me, you know, and,
Okay.
and I just go with it. Maybe it's not FORM, you know, but just simple, what's going on in life right now? Right now, it's the weather, and it's brutal for us, and where you're from, and I'm from here, and how's the weather?
Okay.
And then it leads into everything else. I just build a relationship. Just if you're going to, just do it. You know, I don't get in right away like psycho. Hi, John, how are you? Are you married? Are you divorced? How many kids you have? Like, no. You know, I just spark up normal conversation.
Right.
And I just go with it, you know. Be less interesting and more interested.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
So, and it'll come around.
Okay.
All right. Who else?
Yeah, Dave, I got one more.
Hey, Brian. Oh, now he's on.
Hey.
Hi. Hey, so I have a couple folks who are already pretty heavy workout user. Let me try that again. People who work out a lot already. And I've been taking a tact to say, you know, when I'm sending them information about the challenge group, not to say, hey, you know, how about joining our challenge group because you need the challenge group. They're already people who are working out every day and pretty committed to fitness. But taking a tact of being more of a support coach or come on and help, you know, give your kind of support to others and try to tap into that side of things. Have you ever done that? Have you ever tried that angle with folks?
I mean, right now we have a coach. I don't think she's on here. She's a huge, is Alicia Matson on here? You are, raise your hand. I don't know if Alicia, she's a huge CrossFit person, huge, but her why financially is huge, and she loves fitness and health, and I have her as a coach right now, and she's in the boot camp, and I took what her why is and how there's an opportunity to change your life financially with Team Beachbody, and that's how I got her in. But if you have somebody that's I mean, I have some friends now, people I used to still, when I went to the gym at New York Sports Club, Brian, I'll be honest, that I think of her right now. Her one name is Heidi Mosby's her name. Huge fitness person, huge gym person. We still touch base every now and then. How you doing? She runs races. But those will be your hardest people. And I, you know, not that I'm writing them off, but if you have somebody that's a fitness guru that loves the gym, and then for me, I'm not going to stress over it because there's more than enough people out there that aren't working out at all. I used to go to the gym and I just move on. I don't know. Every situation is different. If you give me real specifics, if you're telling me people like you work with love there and you're trying to get them in, and it feels forced, it probably is forced. And it's just you gotta go outside that.
Okay. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to give up, but it's
definitely not give up. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not give up. But you know, you law of attraction. You know, like somebody asked me in the boot camp, you know, with work, it's a conflict of interest, and how do you talk to people? And my thing is I create the law of attraction. And what I mean by that is that being a lieutenant now at the state police, right now I have 6 supervisors and I overlook 35 undercovers in my unit that I overlook. And once you make commissioned officer in my job, to give you guys, not to bore you, it's, you know, it's a different group of people. You know, it's when you come in the room, people got to salute you. And for me, it's conflict. I can't be talking to my detectives, which they call investigators in the state police, and my supervisors about Beachbody, but they all know fitness and health is part of my life. They all know that, you know, I eat healthy. They all know I'm constantly working out, and they're all, because of just conversation, getting to know them, that I'm a Beachbody coach. And it creates a law of attraction where one of them came to me and said, hey, listen, my wife and I want to do this thing T25. You saw the infomercial. I know, you know, you're a coach, you know, and we used to go to the gym, and then he ended up getting it through me. But what I mean by that, and for your scenario, is if you're being a product of the product, which is vital behavior number 2, people are going to know what you do, that you're a coach. And if they want your help and want to do something, they will come around and come to you. You know, I think the same thing kind of applies to you as it applies for me. I can't do anything with people at work, especially in my position that I'm in now. But everybody knows what I do because I'm a product of the product 24/7. I'm constantly wearing and sharing, and I'm always working out. Even though like today's my day off, and it's part of my life, and everybody knows that, and people will come around. I'd say the same people for you. You don't give up, but you're doing the workouts. We see your posts. You're doing them at the gym there. If it's people that are there, they want your help, they'll eventually come around. That's my take on that.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Nobody? But anything? No? No? Kim, you good? Jen, Sharice, Gina, Vicky, Rosanna, Mike Rudd. Nice to see you, bud. Nobody else. Kristen? Oh, Maria? Question?
I guess it's a question.
Yep.
So our group just ended, and one of my challengers did really well, and I talked to her about being the coach and how the bullet points, she could save money, she could be in the monthly challenge groups because it really, really helped her with the daily motivation.
Right.
I'm having that, she just thinks it's going to be more work. She doesn't want to be a coach. She doesn't want to support people. She wants the support from all of us to help her on her journey. And then when she sees better results, maybe she'll think about it. So I'm having, now she's asking, well, I want to be in the March group.
What about, she doesn't want to leave? I've had people like that. I say, you don't need to motivate anybody. What about you just save the 25% on your Shakeology and you can come into all the groups?
I did that. Maybe I'm thinking that she doesn't understand how I said that to her. I don't know, but I basically sent the message. I reiterated it. I talked to her on the phone, and I just don't get how someone doesn't want to take that next step if they don't want to do anything but be part of these groups every week and save 25%. I don't want to disappoint her.
She must not be understanding then.
Right, I'm having a difficult time explaining. I think I need a little help with that.
Maria, I can tell you this. Multiple times I've heard my wife, Kristen, and I know Shanna was big on it, picking up the phone and getting on because there's always a breakdown in communication. Because I haven't had anybody say, I just want to pay more on Shakeology. I've had people that say, I don't want to coach. I really don't want to do anything, but I want to save, but they, of course, who wouldn't want to save money? And I explain it, and they come on, and some of them are working the business now because our whole thing about creating the belief, it happens in the second month. So, to be honest, I get back on the phone with her. I think it's a breakdown. If you're telling me what she said, there's a breakdown in communication.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Thanks for your kind words. She said, I'm not interested in being a support coach. I just want to be part of the challenge groups.
If it comes down and that's the scenario at the very end, then you guys say, no, we have to put her in the Team Perseverance general group. If we do it for one, we'll have to do it for everybody. So Maria, I don't want to, if it's really, I think it's breakdown in communication. Not that you're saying something wrong. She's not understanding it because I've seen this happen many times. I've seen it happen when Christine picks up the phone. Shan, I mentioned, has done it before. I would try one more time on the phone. And if she's at that point, you just have to say, our team is growing monthly, and if we would have let people continue challenge groups each month, we'd have a couple hundred people each month, and we can't do that. That's why our groups are 30 days, and it's the truth. We've had a lot of people that want to keep just doing challenge group. We're averaging close to sometimes 100 new people a month. We can't manage that as a team. Then the next month we have 100 new, and then we have 100 more people that want to come back. We're at 200, and then I'm trying to organize the groups with the coaches, and forget it. It just doesn't work. So you have to just explain at that point. Then they'll go in the general group. But I would try the phone one more time, and if she's adamant, then unfortunately I'd have to say, I'm sorry. What are we supposed to do?
Okay, I'll pick up the phone again for sure. Thanks.
Go ahead, Denise.
No, I had the same thing happen as Maria yesterday, and I was seeing the girl in person, and it wasn't even making a phone call, and she was just adamant about it. She's like, I don't want to coach. And then she said she didn't feel like she was in good enough shape to coach, which was, I said, that's so, not necessary. But I said, it's a no-brainer. You get your discount on your Shakeology, 25% off on anything. And if you sell something to a friend, you make a little money on that. It's a no-brainer, but she was just adamant she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you may get people like that. You may get, you're going to get stubborn people. And I think the reason we couldn't continue it, actually, I know the reason. Back a couple months ago, we were getting too big and too hard to control. I know Sharice has helped me a couple times organizing the groups. So you have 5 to 7 groups and coaches want to be with their coaches and the challengers. And we have new people coming in. It was just a business decision for the team. Otherwise, I feel our new challengers would suffer because they wouldn't get the support and motivation because there'd be too many people. So it does happen, Maria. It does happen, Denise. I think that's much rarer. I would say 9 out of 10 times it's the other way.
Okay.
More than that, 9.9 times out of 10, because I really haven't ran into that. I'm like, you're not here. You're going to save money. You don't have to do anything, and just get them plugged in and let them start believing in themselves more. And Denise, you brought up a good thing you made me think of, and I don't want to keep you guys on much longer. If there's more questions, fine. Somebody that says, I cannot be a coach because I don't look like you, or I cannot be a coach because I don't have six-pack abs, or I cannot be a coach. It doesn't matter, because let me tell you something. If you are somebody, and not saying any of you are, if there's a person that needs to lose 150 or 200 pounds of weight, there are coaches in this business that are that overweight or more that are blowing up this business, because that person can go out there and connect with that other 300 or 400 pound person and relate to them and want to go to them for help, where I would not be able to go to them because they would say, you know what, I can't do that. Look at you. I can't never be a coach. So just because people don't have six-pack abs doesn't mean they can be a good coach. I tell people that. Moms that are pregnant, moms, like my wife, Kristen, she was able to talk to a lot of other moms that were pregnant when Kristen was pregnant with our last daughter, Addison. I couldn't talk to pregnant mothers. It'd be in one ear out the other. But it's the people that you have in your niche where you are in your life that can relate to you and can't relate to everybody else. We're not personal trainers, models. We're just people that want to help other people live a healthy, fulfilling life. And there are many people that all of you on here would be able to connect to that I couldn't touch, and vice versa. It's just the way it is.
And it's funny because this girl got awesome results in the challenge group, and she looks great. And she said so many people asked her, "What are you doing? You look awesome." So it's just a mentality, I guess.
It is. It is. And Maria, not Maria, Denise, we could talk more about that if you want offline or on the phone. I can help you maybe tomorrow or whatnot. Let me know. But
okay, I
would say more times out of 10, more times than not. I really don't have that issue with people. A lot of times, if there is, it's a communication breakdown, like Kristen said.
It's all in the wording, I find, because it's happened to me a few times, and every time I have to go back and explain it to somebody and make sure they truly get it. Be like, once again, there is zero obligation to do anything with the business. You do not have to. If you just like the challenge groups, if you love your Shakeology, it's a no-brainer, like you said, Denise, to get your discount and just continue with the challenge groups. And don't even say to her like, oh, and if you have a friend, don't even say that. Just say, zero obligation. That's it. It's how we do the business. It's how we do it, month to month.
Okay.
It's like paying for a gym membership for $15 a month. Like
there you go, Sharice.
I like that. That's what Shanna says. I love it.
No, Sharice says that, I think.
Oh, Sharice said that. Sharice is down in the corner with the halo over her head. I didn't see her. I heard it was Shanna.
Well, I said it, but it was Sharice's words.
It is. One of our diamond coaches, Sharice. Yes, I give her a lot of credit. It's a great, great takeaway. Anybody else? Any questions? No more? No more? Nobody. Come on, guys, about anything. How about this? Let me ask you on an unrelated note. Who I try to rush to get their kids into bed an hour early because the clocks went? I know Kristen and I had to deal with that. They're like, what? I didn't go to bed. It's 6:30. What do you mean? It's 7:30.
Get into bed.
Holy cow. But, all right, there's no more questions, guys. Have a great week. This is kind of like a lapse week because our challenge group starts next week. But what I would do is, for those of you that have this week, invite like crazy the last 2 days. If you haven't hit Success Club, follow up with people. The fortune's in the follow-up. You can even still start somebody in a new conversation tomorrow. We have 48 hours to get somebody in a group. And then use the rest of the week to work with your coaches and help them duplicate what you're doing. There's a lot of leaders on here. There's a lot to offer. So the speed of the pack is the speed of the leader, you know. So the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. Speed up. Speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So lead from the front and lead your coaches to be very successful. So otherwise, with that, have a great week. Everybody hold your heads high. Spring's around the corner. Summit's in like 2 months, 3 months. I'm stoked. And I'll talk to you all soon. So have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.